Hi, 可夫。
Hi, Jimbo. Good afternoon.
嗯
How's it going?
嗯，我先用中文问你一个问题啊。
Uh,
我看你的 PR 里面那个 OSD 为什么要做成一个 shard？OK，
Jimbo, the meeting is recorded, so we better
好，switch
in
to
English
English。
for
嗯
for the posterity, whoever is
，OK，
watching the video.
嗯，in your PR, why you make the OSD as a Seastar
Started
shard?
service because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be visible from all the shots. And I was modeling the OSD after the DB, but it's subject to change in future. Is there any concern
Uh,
regarding to this design?
one question.
Yeah.
If who do the prepare work when OSD start?
Could you define the prepare work? Which currently there's a couple of dependencies out there. For example, the among client, the config proxy, the logging, etc. But is there anything in your mind that
Uh,
that we need to prepare for OSD in specific?
the prepare like load PG and mount object store.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I and uh, and in the ground code, the class OSD has OSD service and object store. So how to handle OSD service and object store?
Object service. So yeah, I think we need to have a OSD service that's shared across the PGs, and depending how the how we model the OSD, we probably will need to have another class named OSD service and object store also. But does this impact how we will model the OSD in current design?
Why not make
Mm-hmm.
the OSD shard
Mm-hmm.
as the Seastar shard?
It's that shared.
For this design, we can
Mm-hmm.
use the most codes, I think. Most code, I think, because like the OSD function init, pre-init, init, and final init, and the ground OSD shard is the collection of the PG.
So you are talking about how we are going to shard PGs across the OCP core, right?
No. I think make the OSD shard as the Seastar shard is better than make the than the make the OSD as the Seastar shard. I think in a OSD demo, we still have one OSD instance.
Okay, it depends on how we design the OD sharded service. We can always have a multiple instances of the underlying the sharded service, right?
Yeah.
It's still subject to change. Currently, the OD sharded service is still it's nothing but a placeholder. We can always with uh, put your design into the underlying implementation of OSD.
Okay. I think if if make the OSD shard as the service shard, and to make the code simple, to very simple. And then if you use the OSD as the shard,
I still
you
cannot get the
should
difference between your design and the current sharded service of OSD. I think they're identical, right?
uh, can you repeat?
Sure. I'm not following you because the currently the OSD.cc and OSD.h has a OSD modeled OSD as a sharded service. I think it's identical to what you are suggesting.
Okay, I can put some and can put comments on your PR.
Sure, thank you. If that,
Okay,
I think that would be better. Hello, guys, and good morning, Redok. Good afternoon, guys, and good evening to me.
Hello.
Hello, Yixing. And
Hello.
hello, Chen Mei. Last, as you guys might recall, I was on the customer side and I just back this Sunday, so I have a very nothing to share with you, but I just updated my PR of the OT Java prototype to address the comments from Yixing. And currently I'm reviewing the work by Jianfang and Redok on the Seastarized shared ARU cache. I will get it done by the end of this week. And the next step, I will review the cross-core messenger by Yingxing.
Then the memory store.
Sure, and the memory store, sure.
Yeah, I see.
But I encourage you guys to cross-review the change too, because I have a very limited knowledge regarding to the design and implementation. And that will help you guys understand the system and basically on the idea of a Crimson OSD better.
So the current your OSD PR just implement a dummy OSD, right? Nothing to do.
It does nothing. And next step, I will try to, after reviewing Yingxing's PR, I will try to integrate it in.
This is a message, right?
Yes, and try to connect to the Mon client, to adapt the Mon client to Yingxing's cross-core messenger.
First integrate Yingxing's messenger, and then we can set up the connection with the client. Then we can get the package, right?
Yes, the first step is to be able to authorize with the monitor, and another thing is to boot up the OSD, because there are some preview work to get the monitor understand that there is a new OSD want to join the cluster. That's some preview work to do before the client is able to identify the OSD and send the request to the OSD.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I put your object store work at the last, because that's important and critical, but it's not a blocker of the first and second step. But it's important. I agree. That's why I encourage you guys to also to cross review our PRs.
Okay, so US will have the Christmas holiday and the New Year's holiday
Right.
2 weeks later, and So do you have some other things you want me to do within these 2 weeks?
I would suggest to you to, if you get extra bandwidth, I would suggest you to take a look at the how to shard the PGs and how to get the order correct. As you
Order?
just mentioned
What do you mean?
in other day that you were concerned about the ordering of ops, right?
Oh, I see. Okay, I will
The
take a look. Yeah.
PG log and PG log thing.
Yeah. I have
You
original
put some thought
ideas
on it.
before, and I will detail it this week. Maybe discuss with you next week. So
Yeah, probably the first step is to put all the problem and all the viable options on the table and send a mail to the mailing list.
okay. So maybe we will modify the Seastar scheduler.
Scheduler. Why would
Schedule.
we need to modify the scheduler?
Because when we want to guarantee the sequence, right? So we have to control the promise ready. Which promise is ready first?
Okay.
I want to put the promise in the group so each PG's options promise will put in the group, and then just like the disk AL, when the AL finish thread check which AL is done, it will check the first one, and then if the first one is finished, it will check the second one. So that is AL thread to guarantee the sequence for the disk. For us, for the Seastar synchronized operation, the future and the promise. So we have to check the first promise is ready, then check the second promise. So that will guarantee the guaranteed.
From our point of view, we need to reorder the
promise. We have to guarantee the promise in the same PG order.
Mm-hmm. That's a different model than that of how Seastar fulfill the
currently
request.
It is ready. It will provide the promise. The promise will fill the future. Then the schedule will schedule it. But it's not our want. The first operation, the promise first finished should be first finished. So I will detail the description and send out the document. Then we can discuss later. So I just mentioned here that maybe I just mentioned here maybe we need to modify the Seastar call scheduler for the promise sequence guarantee the sequence.
Okay, that would be the last resort because we don't really want to.
That is, I don't want to do it. So let's see if we have other
options. Yeah.
Other options.
We'll try.
Okay.
We'll try.
Thank you. So the current memory style task case, we can use the traditional POSIX thread pool. You have already finished the thread pool. We can create a thread pool and use the thread pool's submit function to submit the memory style API execute in the POSIX thread, and then for the finish callback function, we can use the alien submitted to go back to the Seastar thread. So the path is works in the test case. I just show how to use the path.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just how you show how to use the.
Take a look at your PR ASAP.
It's a proof test case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. And Jim, I found I found that Riddle has integrated your PI into his change. Does it look same?
Sorry, could you repeat, please? I
I
haven't heard the last question.
I I'm asking Jim Peng and if if you guys are good with the change because I found that Riddle you are integrating his PR into yours.
Do you mean in short LRU? Yep.
I think that in general the pretty straightforward and it's good. It's good. Modular the test case it's just repeat the ones in the current one, but we can improve it later. I think I will take closer look at it, ASAP. That's the next thing I need to do. Jim, is there anything else you want to work in the following weeks? Hello, Jim Peng? I muted.
Okay. The 1 week is I talked recently. I think how to design OSD and how to design OSD and OSD shard. And the other thing is I still continue the refactor code for function handle OSD map.
OSD map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although the parameter of the function may be changed because the top level, but I think the in the function don't change much more. So I buy this to family with the system programmer.
Okay. So you're gonna include, in other words, you are gonna to glue the aerial cache with the OSD in future, the Crimson OSD.
Yeah.
In the context of the OSD map.
Okay.
OSD map cache. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Thank you. And Riddle, how's it going?
Oh, I integrated the patches, bringing shared cache, shared LRU, the words of Seastar, and putting some optimizations. Basically, the idea there was to optimize memory layout of our shared pointers, both in current OSD where we do use STD shared pointer, and also in case in Seastar when where the shared pointer is being replaced with boost shared local pointer. I think the same thing, so except the mechanism for counting. I guess it's not atomical in the case of shared local.
If we don't want to with the weak pointer, probably you can just use the Seastar share pointer.
Well, I'm. That's the case. That's actually the problem of shared LRU. It's not only LRU, it's also some kind of global registry, and it's being consumed by. Yeah, that's the reason for maintaining the weak refs STD map. Yep. It's basically it's a registry of all instances that can be alive, and it's stored in the order enforced by key. Well, many things use all the features, but for instance, FD cache of file store do. So it needs some extra methods like forge. Well, that's the issue is that the thing, the shared LRU has multiple consumers, and we need to preserve compatibility.
I see. So we cannot ditch the semantic of a weak pointer, and we need to continue using the boost share pointer for the weak pointer provided by boost. I
Unfortunately.
got it.
However, we were creating both shared pointers and local pointers in not the most not optimal way, because the instance and the control block of smart pointer were put on different were allocated separately.
Okay. So we're not using something like make unique pointer or make shared pointer.
Exactly. We cannot use make shared because we need custom deleter. Fortunately,
Deleter.
there is all. Yep. Fortunately, there is also std allocate shared and boost allocate local shared or something like that. It allows you to replace the custom deleter with custom allocator.
Okay. Well, by the way, did you get a chance to read my figure?
I'm trying to poke with it. However, I'm getting some issues when building stuff on my machine. I made this.
Oh, you
I also tried to
chat.
pull. I also tried to pull your last PR for that bumps up the Seastar version.
Oh, that does not work. The all Seastar test case segment faults. I'm still looking at it.
Yep, but
I don't know what
hope
happened.
it will help at least for the issues at build stage. And well, it seems I have this problem inside of Seastar itself.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's in the core print.hh that sits in the Seastar directory.
Have you tried to build the test that comes with Seastar to see if their test fails as well? I didn't try it yet.
Well, I haven't tried yet. I will.
Okay, I will do.
I'm trying to. Maybe it's just a matter of the OS that is being used. Trying to build this to move to CentOS on Incerta. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
But the
By the way,
idea is to.
Okay.
But the
Go
idea
on.
is to start. Sorry. The idea is just to start coding the right path. Basically, the stuff with buffer list is done. I have multiple PRs waiting for review. However, Stage wants to make another part of the rework. Want to kill the CRC caching in buffer list. However, I would prefer at the moment to focus more on Seastar. I think that the third part of BL of buffer list rework can wait a bit.
Okay. I think we need to nail down your PRs and get them merged before we release Nautilus, as most of them are changing the.
Yes.
Yes, we can get them merged before the window close.
Exactly, and we have a lot of that because a lot of patches it's not sent as PR yet because of the dependencies. We have a big branch that kills non-const iterator over buffer list, which in turn allows us to for instance, to deduplicate zeros made by buffer list append 0.
Could you say again what was DWK? I didn't follow your last word.
Okay, so at the moment we have something like append zeros in buffer list.
Oh yes, we do have.
And this guy produces basically a new content. However, if we could have guarantees that the underlying that we have control over, if we can guarantee that that after doing append phase, nobody can change the content of a particular buffer pointer, then we can deduplicate zeros, for instance.
Oh, I recall that we do have a PR that try to dedupe the zeros by reusing the statically allocated zero buffer, like
Yes, that's
a page or something.
exactly. That's from Piotr Dałek. I saw it, but it's
Okay.
it's a bit limited. The idea is to make that in all cases.
Okay. Okay, cool.
That's the reason for killing non-constant iterator over buffer list. Idea is if you already made the appends, then this part of buffer pointer is frozen. Nobody can change that.
Yeah, it's a pretty read-only buffer list, and
Exactly.
we need to copy
It's a
them
read-only
out
buffer list.
when we write
It's a
programs.
read-only buffer list with the append area that clearly separated from it.
And regarding to the buffer list and encoder and decoder, did you get a chance to read my reply over the mailing list to cases mail inquiry the possibility of approaches to improve the performance of Seastar and encoder? I replied that 1 day before.
Oops, I haven't seen that. I saw that Casey made RFC PR about improving encoding and posted comments there. Let me check it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the same thing.
Yeah, I replied to the thread, and I guess.
Okay, got the link to the PR. Here it is. The idea was to save some reference counting if we know that we can encode destructively.
Oh, didn't get chance to read it. Will do. But okay. But this improvement is not Seastar specific.
Yes, that's true.
It's more about to consume the buffer segment instead of copying it. Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Now I can see the thread on mailing list. I will read it. Thanks for pointing this out.
Okay. We can continue the discussion on it over the mailing list later on. And is there anything else from you, Redok?
No, I think.
Okay, thank you. And Yingxing?
Okay, so I think currently the Crimson Messenger,
right?
Yeah, the Crimson Messenger is at a weird state because it just merged half of the patches to move the protocol related logic into connection, right? So it is difficult to add
Move
some more
forward.
changes. Yeah, because if I need to add more changes, I will assume that all the like the multiple connection. No, the sharded chromosome messenger. It is that PR is based on the complete moving from the that patch is based on moving the entire logic from messenger to connection. So, and I'm also looking at how to add logs and the PR address issues. So I'm also working based on the remaining part of refactoring that assume all the logic are moving correctly into connections. So if that is not accepted or will be a huge changes, I will also change all of my current works. So
yeah,
I
we
think
need to stabilize the design and make sure we are on the same on the right track.
Yeah. So that's so the issue is to whether this remaining part of that implementation is at the right direction to move the stuff into the connection. And some minor changes. I don't know if it is minor change to change the gate related. Yeah.
That's also a concern from of Casey.
Yeah. So
I will try to plug him in to take a quick review of your list change to see it makes sense and try to move it forward before the end of this week. I will send a mail offline to see if they get to allocate some time to read your PR.
Thank you. That's all.
Did you get a chance to read the V2 messenger from
yeah, I'm looking at yeah, I'm looking at it. The V2 implementation is completed. Right.
Okay. It's completed regarding to their goal to it's a partial completed, but it's another. But regarding to their goal, it's good to merge for the Nautilus. Okay, I'll try. I think it's a most important thing to stabilize your design so we can move forward. Understood. Okay, and I think it's all I have. Anything else?
Hi, for the self-allocate, how we provided the topics, we provided by each other or by each self, or we combined some topics into together.
Pardon?
Yeah, the self-allocate 2019.
Okay, you're talking about the Silicon next year in Barcelona, right?
Yeah, we from Inter side we try to provide some presentation, but I want to talk with you first how to divide the topics between us.
Okay, I think the.
Will you attend the self-allocate?
First thing, it's a good chance to share with the community with
about the crimson
of our yes, we're with what we have now and what's our plan regarding to the OSD crimson.
So we can discuss first how the overall topics, and then we can decide which one which one, how to say, own which topic?
Do you have any potential topic for the silicon?
Yeah, first we
And
have to introduce the crimson, right?
sure,
I
that
don't
would
know
be, yeah.
how many topics or how detailed we introduce the crimson.
Depending on what we have. The
Yeah,
ideally, I imagine that ideally we could have some, because it will be like when will be, it's like February or something. Oh, it's
the deadline, I think the deadline is February 1st. So we still
February 1st.
have
But
time.
how when will be held?
When I don't know.
I cannot I can hardly recall the Flaccon. The reason I was asking is that ideally I imagine that we could have some numbers from the prototyping of Crimson OSD. But if we cannot, that would be another story, right?
It is in the May 19th,
May.
right? May 19th. Do you think we have the POC first?
I think probably it depends on if we will be pulling to other projects. But ideally, if we can focus on Crimson OSD, I think we can have a minimal prototype of Crimson OSD with a minimal I/O path support. So if assuming that we have a minimal OSD, we can at least have two talks. One is to thanks Yingxin. One is to have a general introduction of Crimson OSD and the problem we wanted to resolve by using the Seastar framework, and also some problem and some we're resolving. We're trying to redress in our implementation, and some limitation of a Seastar and the inherent limitation of OSD and SIF that changes how we can leverage Seastar. For example, how we shard the PG across the OSD. That could be the main topic of one talk, and probably you can have another one regarding to the messenger. I'm not sure if it's Ian, what do you think? I'm not sure it's a good for a topic or for a talk or flash talk.
Yeah, probably. And even we can discuss the design there if we can get together.
Yeah,
and
but that one
is
we definitely will discuss there. But I think we are talking about the topic of we will have in the coming CivicCon.
Yeah, I think the messenger is.
How many presentations we want to have on the self-allocant?
By we, you mean the Crimson object?
Yeah, just the Crimson object. Crimson, yeah.
Depending on what, I think it's again depending on what we have.
Yeah.
What's your plan? What's your topics?
For most, we will definitely have a talk regarding to the Crimson OSD in general, like what I did. To put a general discussion and the problem we are facing, and the inherent, the different program model, and how we sharded, how we distributed the PG across the course and the shards. That could be
okay. The OR introduction, right?
Topics for yeah, for
the Crimson
for
overall
one
introduction.
Yeah, and the challenges we are facing. This could be one topic.
So we can have
one talk.
create a thread and then just collect our ideas together.
Okay, I will send you
Yes,
guys regarding
yeah,
to the
to
topics.
avoid the overlap between us.
Sure thing. Sure. Good idea.
Yeah, so just we can just fill in the email thread and list each own topics to avoid overlap. But I don't think everybody will attend the Def Alacon. Maybe some topics can be combined together.
Okay.
Hope we can
I
have a
Riddock
few
will. Riddock, I'm sure you will attend the Civilcon, right? Because it's close.
I hope so. It's in Barcelona, if I recall correctly.
Yes, it's Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah.
Spanish.
I really would like to be there. We'll talk with Josh and Brett, but I guess I will be there. You sure?
I hope so.
Okay. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in person. Okay. Anyway, I will send a mail to discuss the topics and how we can.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
prepare
you.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And taking the time. Talk to you later.
It's done for today.
I think, is there anything you want to discuss?
Anything else? Missing, Jianpeng?
Yes.
No from me.
No, thanks.
Okay.
No from me.
No from me.
Okay.
Have
Cool.
a good day.
Have a good night.
Same for you.
See you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Yeah.